Good afternoon, members of the media. I am Lisa Howes, Chief Government Affairs Officer for Detroit Mayor Michael E. Duggan. It is my pleasure to announce and to welcome you here, first of all, to talk about the launch of a very important initiative that the mayor charged me with being responsible for these last 7 months. And I'm so thankful for him entrusting me to help to lead this effort with a number of key stakeholders across the city who have taken part in this endeavor. When you look at the photo image of the family that's on our billboard here, this is who I come to work every day to work for, to work on behalf of. So this initiative that you're going to learn about today is going to help many Detroit families. And without any further ado, I want to bring to you our mayor who had the vision and the foresight to say that no longer can we have Detroiters leave money on the table when it comes to the Earned Income Tax Credit. And so, Mr. Mayor, if you would, please come now.
All right, thank you. We really need the media's help on this. Last year, 26,000 Detroiters left $80 million in Washington, D.C. in unclaimed refunds. And Earned Income Tax Credit sounds complicated, but it's not. The wealthy have all kinds of tax breaks. People of lower income have one tax break. It's the Earned Income Tax Credit. And you can get back more from the federal government than you paid in taxes. And so a lot of people said, I didn't have to pay anything this year, I don't have to file my tax returns, are leaving in many cases $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 on the table. This program is designed to put money back in the hands of people who are hardworking individuals who just didn't earn a lot. But you have to fill out your tax return. And so behind us is one of the places that you can come to have somebody fill it out for free. And I want to thank the team that's here. You're going to hear for several of them, but Kathy Arrow of the Accounting Aid Society has been driving this for a long time. Rose Gilhern from Bloomberg came in, and the Bloomberg Associates helped us get our expansion of both our sites and our marketing campaign. A media company called Outfront has donated 30 billboards to emphasize this, and United Way is using their 211 call system that's at the center of this. And of course, Lisa Howes has done such an outstanding job from my team in driving this. And here's what it means. If you made $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, if you're a married couple with 3 kids, even up to $54,000, you need to make sure to fill out your tax return, because there is a very good chance that you have a significant check coming back to you. And so this is one of the problems with inequality in this country, is the wealthy people have their accountants that they pay for to get them every single tax break. Lower income people have these tax breaks, they don't know how to access them, and they aren't going to hire an accountant. And so what the team here has done has gotten nearly 500 individuals to take the training to be certified to do it on a volunteer basis. So these folks will help you fill out your tax returns at no charge. Your neighbors have signed up to be qualified to do these returns to put $1,000 or $2,000 back in your pocket. And to access it, you can go to the city website, because from now through filing day, there will be stations set up to do this, not just at City Hall, but in 30 sites, in libraries and community centers across the city. You can go to our website and see where they are, or you can dial 211 and make an appointment. And the reason I was slow getting down here is I was upstairs dialing 211 to make sure somebody answered the phone, and I could tell the folks at United Way, they were very good, because once you get through punching in your zip code, the first thing that voice says is, did you make less than $54,000, and have you filled out a tax return, and would you like to schedule an appointment? Push 3. The system is set up to do this, and it's really inspiring. I've gotten a chance to meet some of the folks who have their own careers but decided they wanted to help their neighbors. And I want you to meet one right now. We have a very enthusiastic worker who works at the city's DPW department. And she said, I want to help my neighbors get every dollar they can for their family. And so she's volunteered. So after she works a full day at DPW, she's going to be volunteering nights and weekends to help other Detroiters fill out their returns. And so with that, I'm going to introduce somebody who can articulate this program far better than I can. I want you to meet Dolores Jones of the DPW. Dolores?
Wow. To be honest with y'all, this year, this was the first year I actually heard about it, and I was really enthused about it. But when I got into that classroom and learned about it, it taught me as a taxpayer that I was missing out on a lot of money. So I really, really appreciate the city of Detroit, especially the mayor, for either having this opportunity for me as a worker to come and volunteer my time and service to learn about taxes, which I'm not an IRS person, but it helps me a lot, and I'm already on the verge of having 10 people at my job for me to file their taxes. So I told them I can't do it per se at work, but I can give you a but I could per se direct you to the right site, which is DetroitMI.mi.gov. Go there and put in your zip code, and it'll tell you what site is closer to you all. But you all, if y'all don't file y'all taxes, I'm coming to find y'all. Go file y'all taxes today.
So it's people like Dolores that makes this process really exciting, because she knows that she's giving back and has the opportunity to help so many people. And so now I want to bring up the president of the Accounting Aid Society, Ms. Kathleen Aero.
Thank you, Lisa. You know, Mr. Mayor, I thought you'd be a hard act to follow, but actually, I think Dolores says it all. Thank you. Actually, on behalf of the Board of Directors and staff and volunteers of Accounting Aid Society, we are so thrilled to be part of this initiative and to be working with you to expand the Earned Income Tax Credit here in the city of Detroit. Accounting Aid Society has been serving the Detroit community for 45 years, providing free tax assistance and counseling to ensure that every Detroiter reaches their economic potential. Our role in this initiative is to expand access to free tax preparation services throughout the city. And we'll be doing this primarily in two ways. Number one, we're going to increase the capacity at our traditional tax sites, like the one here at the Coleman A. Young Municipal Center. It's expanding from 3 to 5 days a week, beginning on Monday. And then number two, we're working with several community partners, like SurMetro, who's here today, and they're going to be hosting what we're calling drop-and-go sites. Those are sites where Detroiters can drop off their tax information, get their returns prepared by volunteers off-site, and then come back and pick up those returns when it's convenient for them. So again, our thanks to the Mayor's Office, to our partners who are here today, and to all of our partners citywide, because together we can help ensure that all Detroiters claim their EITC refund now. Thank you.
Excellent. I once heard in a movie, there's 3 things that I don't mess with. That's the I, the R, and the S. And so now I would like to bring up Jim Fish, who is the Area Director for the Internal Revenue Service. Jim?
Thank you. Thank you, Lisa. You know, it's a pleasure for me to be here today to help kick off this initiative in the city of Detroit. As Lisa said, I work for the IRS, and I tell folks that we are the best side of IRS because we're out here helping people get this money that they deserve. I want to thank the mayor, the city of Detroit, the Accounting Aid Society, the Wayne Metropolitan Community Action Agency, and also United Way, along with all the volunteers and agencies that help us every year prepare taxes. We do this throughout the country. We have thousands of certified volunteers, and it's just a great program. This year marks the 11th year of our Earned Income Tax Awareness Day. All right, so we've been doing these type of events for 11 years now, but the Earned Income Tax Credit has been here for 40 years. It's events like this, though, that help us spread the word. You know, we need you all to be here to tell all the taxpayers, like the mayor said, the folks that left that money on the table. The average refund for EITC is over $2,400. So that's quite a bit of money. It lifts The EITC and the child tax credit lifts 9 million families out of poverty every year. If you think about the state of Michigan, or the country, you think about the country as a whole, 27 million families received this benefit last year to the tune of $67 billion. So let's take that down to the state of Michigan. 788,000 families received this benefit to the tune of $2 billion. And if you look at the city of Detroit, over 94,000 families received over $305 million through the Earned Income Tax Credit. Yet we still left money on the table. So this is a great opportunity to add money to the state and local economy and help folks bring back money to the city and the state. Beginning this year, I did want to mention one thing, is that we have a new law that was passed this year, and for any tax refunds that include the Earned Income Tax Credit or the Child Tax Credit, the IRS is required to hold that refund until February 15th. All right? And after February 15th, we will process that return, and actually we're processing the returns now. We just have to hold the money until then, and at that point we'll process and send out the refunds. The refunds most likely won't hit until the end of the month, end of February. However, we encourage folks to come in now, come into one of these sites, call the 211 hotline, and come in and get your return filed as soon as possible. Again, thank you for coming out today. Thank you, Mayor, and the City of Detroit for this initiative. It's partnerships like this that help us successfully help taxpayers out in the community. Thank you.
Thank you, Jim. Next, we'll have our partner with the United Way. We know that their presence in this community and in this state, for that matter, has been very important, and so we're very appreciative of them participating in this initiative with us. So we'll hear from Mr. Kyle Dubuck.
Good afternoon. So I'm really pleased to be here today on behalf of United Way for Southeastern Michigan, standing in partnership with the City of Detroit and our fellow service organizations and awesome volunteers like Dolores. Simply put, United Way exists to help improve lives and strengthen our community, and happy to be a part of an initiative that we think is going to accomplish exactly that. We know that the Earned Income Tax Credit is one of the most effective tools we have at our disposal to help lift families out of poverty and drive people toward economic independence, and encouraging everyone to access the maximum benefit is the key to ensuring that the program is working as intended. While our primary advocacy effort at United Way is to increase it to more workers, the benefit of this initiative, I think, is going to go a long way toward improving the condition of families and the economic activity in our community. There's two ways that United Way is going to be contributing to this effort. First, we're substantially increasing our investment in the work of the Accounting Aid Society. We know that their efforts contribute in a meaningful and measurable way to thousands of families throughout the region. Increasing the scope of that work is a really exciting prospect for us. And second, our 211 service, which provides information and referral to over 300,000 individuals throughout the region on an annual basis who are seeking support in times of crisis, many of whom are EITC eligible, will act as a resource center connecting people to tax aid. So Detroiters who call 211 will work with our operators to schedule an appointment with an accounting aid volunteer, and then also be walked through any other potential services and supports that they may be eligible for. So we're confident that this initiative is going to reduce poverty and move thousands of people closer to financial stability, and we applaud Mayor Duggan and his team for their leadership on this.
Thank you, Kyle. Next, we'll have Veronica Sanchez-Peavy from SurMetro, one of our intake or drop-and-go partners. Veronica?
Thank you. First of all, thank you to Mayor Duggan, Lisa House, for the opportunity for us to be part of this initiative on behalf of Eva Garza-DeWalsh, our president and CEO. SurMetro, we're a community-based organization that has been providing workforce development, education, and training services to the city of Detroit for over 45 years. We're also a center for working families that focuses on improving a family's financial status, and we're really pleased, like I said, to be a Detroit intake site partner, which complements our programs and services. Implementing the virtual or drop-and-go model within our center, and I'm sure within the other CBOs, will improve access to free tax assistance and make it geographically convenient for City of Detroit residents and those that lived around us to complete their tax forms. Our staff will be trained and will educate those that are coming through our doors on the benefits of the Earned Income Tax Credit. It is our goal to assist individuals and families achieve financial stability and income mobility, and this initiative will enhance our client service experience and help them move towards their financial goals. Thank you again.
The next two individuals that I will bring up are the reason why we're doing this. We have identified two women in our community who will be recipients or beneficiaries of the Earned Income Tax Credit. They're single moms of children. They are part of the WIC benefits program. The first young lady that I will bring up will be Charity Mills.
Hello. As a single mom, this extra income, it really boosts up our morale. It gives a relief, a chance to pay, past bills and catch up on other payments. And in that sense, the extra money from the Earned Income Tax Credit definitely provides a peace of mind. And I'm really appreciative of this effort from the mayor and the city of Detroit to even let Detroiters know about the Earned Income Tax Credit. So many people don't know about it or that they even qualify for it. So I'm very grateful for that.
Next, we will have Ms. Mariah Ellen. Mariah?
Good afternoon. I am also a mother, and I'm a mother of two and one on the way. As a woman who definitely is excited to file her EITC, I find, like Charity Miles, great relief when I do file because, like she said, it helps me catch up on past bills. It helps me get ahead on other bills. This year, it will aid in the purchasing of a new home and as well as just be a big breath of fresh air. And I want to encourage all the people of Detroit to file for their EITC. It is so important that you get that money back. Even though some of it you get is more than what you paid into, but it is so important that you get back what you earned and what you worked hard for. And I also am very appreciative for this program and will definitely be taking part in it this year.
Thank you so much, Charity and Mariah. And so we're going to open it up for questions to the media, and immediately following that, we're actually going to cut the ribbon to this tax site that is here. And so we will be welcoming these two young ladies in who will meet with an Accounting Aid Society professional who will go through a consultation with them about the Earned Income Tax Credit. So if there are any questions at this time?
Mayor Duggan, you mentioned, when it comes to taxes, it can seem complicated, people can feel overwhelmed. Why is this an initiative that was so important to you?
Yeah, when you've got people who are working hard, making $20,000, $25,000, $30,000 a year, and find that there's more month left at the end of the bill, this is a big change. And to listen to one of our individuals today saying it's going to allow me to get into a new home. And this is something that's very frustrating when they say 90,000 Detroiters have claimed it, but another 26,000 didn't know about it. That's what we have to change. And for many people, it's the difference between being below the poverty level and above the poverty level. And I think the fact that 500 residents of our city went through the training and are volunteering nights and weekends to help you fill out your returns just tells you how important your neighbors consider it to be. And I hope folks will come in and meet their neighbors like Dolores and get a little bit more money in their pocket. All right?